Has-
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Talkin Briar. We got episode 2 this week with a new guest star. It's not just the two owners. Instead, we decided to drag in one of the OG5. Joining us today is Buckstalker, aka Clay, or you guys might know him as a multitude of characters. All are very cowboy and all are very much the same. Just kidding. He's a great dude, though. Go ahead and introduce yourself here, Buck. Welcome aboard.
Buck, I am one of the five original founders. I play a multitude of characters, mostly marshals and ranchers this time around. Um, Love you guys. Look forward to being a part of this. Thank you.
So, like I said, we're now full weekend in, and we're ripping and tearing, and it's gone pretty smooth. Seen double digits on multiple days now, which has been really awesome. We've seen a lot of engaged players in the Discord and playing, and we've had a lot of feedback from you guys, which is one thing we really wanted this opening week. Had a lot of people, letting us know in voice chats and in their tickets and bug reports how they were feeling, what we could tweak to make it better. So we appreciate all of you that have given us feedback to improve the project because, as you know, we want to grow this project and not just be stagnant and basic. The whole point of Blue Mountain is to stand out and that your owners and admin team are easy to engage with. You can come and give us your feedback and we will 100% take it in consideration. So, with that being said, we got to grow this puppy. We've had a great launch, a great start, but everybody knows momentum dies once you stop growing. So, as we try to grow these next couple days, we're going to be partnering with some content creators, hopefully, over the next 2 weeks. We're going to be posting on our server bazaar online. We're going to do some, fun events in server and do some recording for that. Partner with some people to get that out and spreading. And obviously, the people that watch this show that are whitelisted on the server, you're our main driving force to growth. You going into your friends' discords and harassing them like you hate them to tell them to come here and say, no matter what, this is the place to be. If you're not here, what's wrong with you? No, well, in a less aggressive way, I guess. That's the way I do, and that's how, I tell you, Clay got me here, but I think Clay can kind of also chime in on here, advertising wise, it's all word of mouth, wouldn't you say, Clay?
Yeah, talking with your friends, putting the server out there, but also playing in it, just being a part of it. Your presence alone helps the server grow. When people log into the RedM main screen, they look at it and they say, "Oh, well, this only has one player. It has none." It takes each and every one of us. So a lot of it's word of mouth and just have fun. Come make story. Come be a shithead. Have fun. Do crazy things. Just we're here to have fun. It, that's our goal.
I love his first thing. Come be a man. That was a great engagement point. Obviously, we
It's
know. I don't know if that'd be the
fun.
first thing I
It's
tend to
so
come to, but if
fun.
that's what you do, it's
Yeah.
what you do. Flint agrees on that one. But yeah, part of the fun of role play is doing things with your friends you don't normally do. Everybody goes and plays Counter Strike or Rainbow Six Siege, and it's just you dicking around with your buddies. But in RP, you can be whatever you want to be. Like I said, he's a marshal. That's how I met him doing law RP. You meet a lot of new friendships and engage with other people. And part of the fun is doing that to meet new people and with the friends you already have. So, can't emphasize it enough. Get your friends, refer them into the Blue Mountain Discord, have them whitelist. If they reference you in the whitelist application, you get compensated. Free money in server is nice. Everybody loves free stuff.
In server.
In,
In
in
server.
server, we're not paying you. I'm
In
sorry. The budget's too tight on Blue right now for us to be paying you
yeah.
out of server. But you don't have to pay to apply. You just gotta click a button. And if that's too much effort for you, I would check yourself. But to say that opening weekend was without hiccup would be a lie. We hit two major snags, and today Flint's gonna cover both of them. First one we're gonna dive into is our fantastic Rage Error 441. I see it in my nightmares all the time. Flint, let us know how it went.
Uh, yeah, the great wave of 441. Um so we are still slightly having that going on right now, but it is being ironed out heavily. So with that, we have pulled out a lot of mappings, a lot of MLOs. It was a lot of bloat on the system, truthfully, as well as ones that have not been as optimized recently. So with that, we do have a new Blackwater. If you have not had the chance to experience it, definitely give that a try. Go look at it. We have a new beautifully branded Blue Mountain Blue gazebo in the middle of the park. It's no longer just white. It is trademarked Blue Mountain Blue. I'm just kidding. Coming
Yeah,
soon though. We
that's
might
what.
trademark that. But yeah, so with that, there's a lot of new opportunities for businesses in the Blackwater area, and if it continues to grow as we expect Blackwater to, and we have more people wanting to do such, we can always add to Blackwater. With this one, there is more expansion that we can do that will bring take Vegas and put it in Blackwater. That's what it could become with the restaurants and all the gambling that will be able to be
That's
done with
way
the
too
MLOs that
true.
we can bring in. Um, so yeah, with that, it's been heck of a ride, but we are working on ironing out as much of 441. That's why you may have seen some buildings elsewhere on the map, not just Blackwater, kind of change, close, or maybe are going to be revisited here in the future. But other than that, if y'all hadn't told us, and I'm not going to say complained, but just badgered me to get it done and get it fixed, it would not have been done as quickly as possible, especially with me working full time. So I appreciate y'all, hounding me, making sure I'm working on it when I'm not actually working. So big thank you. And I guess going into the next big hiccup from opening weekend, the lovely game of item shuffle.
It was
We
a
all
great.
loved,
It was great. What do you mean? I
yes,
loved it.
yes. We loved rebuying maps and compasses every 2 seconds. We loved having 50 ore of whatever and having 25 gentleman outfits, a couple sheriff's notebooks, and
Oh.
a bouquet of flowers, as I got every time. It seemed was always a bouquet. I don't know why. It was bouquets for days. Um, and to be completely honest, I don't know what caused that. However, I identified the root issue, which was something within the items database where I had to then really hunker down and learn how to make my own SQLs to fix stuff. And I think I ran anywhere from between, I think, 8 to 16 different SQLs to really get it fixed. And it essentially future proofed it so that this cannot happen again. Now I'm gonna knock on my desk because this better not happen again. And we set off my save. That's even better.
Oh.
All right, this is great. This is a one take show if you can't tell,
Yeah.
folks. All right, anyhow, the item hiccup, yes, that has been rectified. We try to compensate anyone who lost anything of major value. Thankfully, weapons were not really messed with at all, especially if anyone had already paid to have weapons customized. That would have been a whole ordeal, and I'm glad we did not have to deal with that. But I do want to apologize because I don't know what the root cause was, but I'm at least happy to say that it is fixed, and we are looking up from there, along with some other things that we've done. But I'm gonna go into that a bit more with some other updates and things that I've been working on. But we're gonna pass it over to Mr. Guest Star himself, Clay, and he's gonna tell you how can we make money? How can we do that?
All right. So a lot of you guys have asked, what can I do? Everybody's always doing the horse training or the typical jobs. Well, we're going to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. All right. So your first tier, you are freshly logged in. You got a new character. You get yourself a little horse, a Morgan, a Tennessee Walker, whatever. You can go to a lot of different post office across the map and you can pick up delivery jobs. Really simple. You pick up a bag, you go from point A to point B, you get paid for that. Kind of tier 2 would be you're going and you're mining, you're collecting things, you're farming and selling to NPC vendors, which is money and work, but it's small. It's not the greatest. And then you kind of lead into your tier 3, which is you're doing the same thing. You're mining, you're working for ores, you're farming, you're getting supplies. You take that and you RP. You go to player owned businesses, you create relationships, and you sell your items to them. Now, the tier 3, we classify that differently because our businesses are encouraged to interact with people and buy their supplies. At the end of the day, we want RP over anything else. So get out there, meet people, sell you shit, have some fun. All right. But there's 100 million different ways. I'm not going to branch into various jobs or illicit activities. That's kind of a find out on your own. Have some fun, meet some people.
We really should provide an update on that. Just for fun fact, you guys, we have managed to stash our illegal seed shop maybe too well. We're through our first opening weekend without somebody having found it. I mean, I didn't think I hit it that well, but I think Flint can attest. It's been great to watch the community just scramble to find it.
Yes, and the constant questions. I love you, but You're not gonna break me. This might be an interrogation, but you're not gonna get nothing. You're gonna have to go out there and find it. Shouts to Fergie. Shouts to Fergie because he's been in these trenches trying to find it.
Oh God.
Um, yeah, and I guess to kind of lead into my next topic, and another again, a shout out to Fergie for helping out with some of the testing on things, as well as a few others. Um, you know, one of the other things is, I guess, a way to make money in illicit activities, grave robberies.
Oh,
Law now get alerted to them. You can't just do them on a whim. That's something I had to look into, and I ended up writing the custom code for it. So now that our grave robbery script handles law alerts, it's got cooldowns, so you can't just rob the same grave over and over again. And that goes for everybody. It's not just an individual, like a individual player client side. It is server side, so all graves do have cooldowns. Um, and we also have infamy with that, and that does tie into the other criminal activity that you can do. So I've bridged it, even though the rest of our criminal stuff is not my own script. I was able to still find a way to bridge it. Um, and if you are curious and trying to check your infamy all the time after things, do know it doesn't always happen real time. Sometimes it does take a server event, a restart, or a relog just for it to catch up. So don't be like, I'm not getting anything for doing things. You are, I promise. I promise you, the database shows that you are. Um, and then just other small fixes here and there. Doctors, you're no longer not going to find your patients. And patients, you will know if a doctor's on the way. They know how to let you know they are on their way. Um, Scrim, this is for you for the blip being at 100. If you can't find it, then I might cry, but we'll figure it out. With that though,
Mail you some glasses, buddy.
that's true.
yes. But then one of the biggest updates that is going to be coming out here, probably tonight. Um, tonight, I'm pushing it tonight.
Yeah, we're doing it tonight.
Everybody who has been in, you are going to be given. I think we have agreed on 75 or
I think so. I
$100
think we're gonna do a compensation package for all of our people that own
for
horses.
horses because we are going to push the newest, latest, and all the greatest of Sire's horses. So that means version 4, yes, version 4. That means we are going to see. Oh man. Okay, so your horses are going to be similar in terms of their stats, capabilities, and all that. However, we see in this, I think, probably 100 new coats to some of these horses. If you like zebras, you don't got 3 coats, you got 31
Oh
now.
my God.
If you like Shetland ponies, you don't got 2, you got 34, I think it is. So
Holy.
there's going to be, it's much more expansive with this as well. Our 2 current stables located out of Valentine and now Blackwater, they do have 3 custom, or not custom, but specialty horses that are theirs. The one out of Valentine will have the Appaloosa, the Nez Pierce, and the Tiger horse. So if you are a fan of those, find your way to Valentine, try to get in contact with one of those lovely trainers. And out of Blackwater, we have the Missouri Foxtrotter. I know, shocker. The Frisian and the Criollo. So, beautiful coats on all of them. I think the Missouri Foxtrotter has 38 coats now, or 40 even. It's a big number.
Holy man.
Yeah.
This is
Like,
excessive.
what do you do with all
Yes.
that?
So,
Who needs that
yeah.
many?
So, and with that as well, horse trainers will, and I think players to a degree, will be able to also kind of customize the coat colors themselves. So, in other words, everyone could truly have a custom one of one coat. That being said, it will be monitored. If your horse is out here looking like it's got underglow and headlights for eyes, we will find you and we will reclaim your property.
Putting
And
spinners
you
on
might not be,
wagons.
and you might not be compensated.
I'll find you
Quickie, I'm
first
looking
and
at
call you
you.
Unc, but
No spinners and no airbags on your wagons in the future.
he's
But
no
no,
fun.
it is gonna be a lot of stuff coming. You've seen some of the change logs put out. That doesn't even describe maybe even half, maybe a third of what we're doing. it's both myself as the lead dev here on the project, and then Dirk here has been learning code slowly. He's been getting frustrated, but he's learning. I think he hopes that I could find somebody else to replace him on this because he's sick of it. But he's doing good. If there's anything that breaks going forward, just know it was him and not me.
Glad I'm taking smoke here. Back to front end.
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah, front end only. He's gonna be your front desk receptionist. So, but no, that's everything we got going. It's a lot of stuff. We are constantly trying to bring new things, new features. I think that's it for me. All I can say is I can't wait to hear Talkin Briar 2 on the phonograph at Mr. Blake's
Oh,
store and
God.
possibly Miss Mox's saloon, as well as any other business. So, thanks, y'all. That's it for me. So,
Clay, you got anything you want to add on to the end here?
Not really, just we love you guys. We thank you for being a part of this project. It truly is a passion project from each and one of us. We've all put forth a lot of sweat, tears, and blood, some more than others. I'm looking at you, Flint.
Flint, put
just-
in more.
a lot of tears. There'll be more.
But we wouldn't be anything without you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
He said it, and I can't reiterate enough. We're a passion project, guys. We thrive on the feedback you gave us. Neither me or Flint suffered from that Rage 441 error, but boy, was the community vocal and let us know about it, very, very vocally, and we appreciate knowing that because it was it wasn't a quick fix, but it was a fix that we got to get put in. We strive to have this community role play first, which is you guys heard Clay talk about in our how we do the economy. Everything's based on role play. You don't have to just go mine aimlessly and then sell it to the void and be done. If you're willing to put in the legwork and go meet some people and interact, you can make way more money and have way more fun. Especially if you head down to Rhodes or Valentine or Blackwater, the folks you meet there are unique, to say the least. They're fun to be around. If you've been with us on this Talkin Briar episode for so long, I will drop a couple little nuggets of Easter egg information for you. So here's tip number 1, if you took the time to watch this week's Talkin Briar. 1, if you complain that your food and water drains at a crazy rate, stop sprinting every single place. Our system is designed to slow players down, meaning if you walk and jog, you consume less. If you jump and sprint over every single object in the universe, you're going to chug through food and water, so don't do that. And for all you dirty criminals out there, your one hint is by the sea. And if you can take that and figure it out, good for you. But I will say that'll conclude our episode 2 of Talkin Briar. A special thank you to Clay for joining us this week. I'm glad you get to come in. You know, we hope to have more guests from both the staff team and the community in the coming episodes. So if you guys have interest in joining us here on the show, let us know. We'd love to have you on, talk a topic, or just kind of talk about why Blue Mountain is special to you. Special thank you from me, Dirk. Pass it to Flint for his tremendous farewell.
I appreciate you as always. You know, we're going to keep chugging along and we're going to just keep going. Blue Mountain is the future of RedM. Blue M on top.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your week. We'll see you in a couple weeks.